prepared for hacks, guys. What is going on? Today I have an Aura's UU Wi-Fi battle against Jester. This was a really good match, and the last couple turns were very important, but we'll get there once we get there. So we're going to go ahead and start off this battle. He's going to lead off with Mjolnir, which is actually Thor's hammer, so I don't know why he named it after a Mammothswine, or named his Mammothswine after it, you know what I meant. But I'm going to go lead off with myself, go for those nice and powerful stealth rocks, and I believe that he is going to be doing the exact same here. And then on the next turn, I make a pretty questionable play. I end up just going for Explosion, and that wasn't necessarily the best idea. I really have only one source of priority on this team, and that's E-Speed coming from Entei. And to get my Entei in, I have to switch it in onto rocks. And I could go out to Dawn Fan and Ice Shard. However, this Mammothswine outspeeds me, and I'm going to get hit with an Ice Shard regardless. So I end up just going out into my Dawn Fan here, because what I can do is I can Rapid Spin. I can not only clear the rocks, and if he stays in with Mammothswine, Mammothswine's going to die to a Rapid Spin because he's at so low of an HP. So he's going to go for the Icicle Crash here. It's going to be doing a lot more than an Ice Shard would have. However, you know, I still lived. I still got the Rapid Spin off. So I took a lot more damage there and ended up losing a Pokemon that I didn't really necessarily need to lose. So pretty questionable plays at the beginning there, but nonetheless, it still worked out in the end here. So Dawn Fan getting a little bit of leftovers recovery here. He's going to end up going out into the Blastoise. And this is where things, in my mind, were not going so well for me. So, of course, it is a Blastoise. Blastoise does actually get Rapid Spin, so as soon as he Mega Evolved, I was like, oh, please don't have Rapid Spin. Please, please, please. And then he goes for Rapid Spin. So a little bit unfortunate. I ended up just wasting my Azelf there. Not necessarily wasting it, but pretty much wasting it. I ended up just going for Earthquake. I thought that he might want to just go for Scald or something like that to kill me, finish me off. But he decided to Rapid Spin the rocks away, which was a good play because the only other form of rocks that I have on this team is from Dawn Fan, and Dawn Fan is going to die right here, unfortunately, to a Scald. So, very questionable first couple turns for me, but, you know, it gives me a good opportunity, good fresh start, go out in the Beedrill, maybe we can bring this back. So he is going to end up switching out here, which is fine with me, gives me a free Mega Evolution. I do end up going for Poison Jab, and instead of going for U-Turn, just because he doesn't really have anything that resists Poison Jab on his team now that the Mammothswine is gone, and Poison Jab is so strong of a move, especially coming from Adaptability Mega Beedrill. It's just so strong. But I end up switching out here. And one of the tough things about this play, deciding what to do here, is if that Mellow would have Scarfed, my Beedrill is screwed. Especially if he has Psyshock or Psychic. Jesus, it's late. It was really sack the Ninjask, save Beedrill. You need Beedrill a lot more than you need Ninjask. So that's what I ended up doing. Gonna go for Protect here just to get another speed boost. Maybe I can Baton Pass to something. And he indeed, in fact, was not Scarfed. So I could have stayed in and gone for U-Turn and just finished off the Meloetta. So unfortunately, he did outplay me there very well. Kind of got inside my head a little bit, so it's a little bit unfortunate that ended up happening, but that is okay. So he's going to go for another return here. Not actually going to be doing too much to my Kingler here, surprisingly, even with the crit, and he is Life Orbed, so I'm not sure what's going on there, Jester, but you need to check and mellow it out. Just going to go for Flash Cannon here. I could have gone and set up a Focus Energy, however, if he goes for Relic Song and I get put to sleep, then it's kind of a waste. He goes on to Hydreigon, and here's where I really get confused. I should be a +2 Kingdra at this point, +2 speed, and he just outsped me normally with a, well, he's Scarfed. We find that out later, but it was very confusing to me as to why. I really don't understand why, because I should have been at +2 speed after the Baton Pass, but regardless, he ended up outspeeding me there. Gonna go out into my Entei now, and I actually just end up going for Iron Head here. Trying to get that the Florges to come in, because he does have a Florges on his team, and I really wanted to hit that thing with an Iron Head, try and kill it. However, he goes on to the Blastoise, makes a great play. I was not expecting it. I doubt he was expecting an Iron Head coming from my Entei here. But I got a little bit of damage off, and then I'm going to be switching out here, going on out into my Ninjask, because I do not need my Ninjask anymore. It really just is no point in me having this thing around, and it's a good death fodder at this point. So he's going to kill me off with a Dark Pulse. Not really sure why he went for a Dark Pulse there, but it did damage nonetheless. So I'm going to go out to my B-Drill here. B-Drill is nice and powerful. I really can just go for anything here, but I'm just going to go for U-turn. Just kind of mix things up a bit. I could have gone for Poison Jab, but if I go for Poison Jab and then he goes out into Hydreigon, I am screwed because Scarfed Hydreigon actually does outspeed B-Drill by about 5 base points. So it's a little bit unfortunate, but I do have ways around it. So I'm out in my Entei here. I have very few Pokemon left, and he's going to go out into the Florges. As I did reveal earlier, I do have Iron Head on my Entei, so I can just go ahead and click Iron Head. I actually do not want to lock myself into Sacred Fire, just because if he goes out into the Dragon, the Hydreigon, then I'm kind of screwed there. So just end up going for Iron Head. I end up doing almost 50% with the Iron Head on this Go-Goat here. He gets a little bit of leftovers recovery. I actually am going to be able to outspeed this thing on the next turn, go for another Iron Head, and guess what? I get the flinch, and that puts me in a great spot. Puts me in a really, really good spot here. So I can go for another Iron Head here, finish this thing off, and things are looking pretty for me right now. Pretty, yes. Pretty. So he's going to be going on out into the Hydreigon here. I know for a fact that I can live one Draco Meteor from this thing. So he's going to hit me with a Draco. It's going to take me down to about 40%, maybe 35. I can't remember exactly, but we will find out here. Yeah, around 35, in between 35 and 40, so we'll call it 37. Going to go for an Iron Head here just to get some damage off. Almost doing another 50%. He goes for another Draco Meteor, and I was like, no! And thankfully, he ended up low rolling, and I ended up living with 8 HP. That means another Iron Head is going to be coming off on this thing, more damage. However, he's about at 7% health. So what I ended up doing here is I ended up switching out into my B-Drill, because if he goes for another Draco Meteor, B-Drill will actually live a -4 Draco Meteor from that thing. But I totally forgot about the pressure, and he ended up going for Struggle and killing himself. So what I expected there was me to switch out into B-Drill after, and then take a Draco Meteor, and then I expected him to, switch out and save the Hydreigon. And I would have clicked Poison Jab regardless, because Florges is out and it would have damaged the Hydreigon if he decided to double switch for whatever reason. And then after I killed the Florges, then I sack off B-Drill after he kills it with the Hydreigon, and then I E-Speed with Entei and win the match. So it ended up working out a little bit easier for me because the pressure stalling, the PP stalling. But anyways, GG Jester. This was a really good match. This was one of the better battles that I've actually had in a while. One of the more fun ones for sure. You don't really see Meloetta or Go-Goat. I don't really ever see Go-Go anywhere, so it was nice to see some mix-up. So GG. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you did. We will see you guys back again soon, probably tomorrow. I should have another video uploaded tomorrow for you guys, so stay tuned for it, and we will see you guys back again then. May the hacks be with you all. Peace out.